Hey, hey, hey. What is this? What is this? Baldo is skipping already. His video is skipping. Yep. And there's the traditional, "You've got to be kidding me." He says that every of the time. Come on, Baldo. He's skipping again. Oh, look at the little kitten. Look at him. Traditional, "You've got to be kidding me." He says that every of the time. Come on, Baldo. He's skipping again. We'll name him sometime. I gotta. He is still out of commish. Still, while we work on fixing Baldo. Takes a lot of work to fix Baldo. Just ask Mary.
30, 40, about 30.
40? 40? Has it been 40?
Yeah.
No, it'll be 40 next year. 40?
Yeah.
40? Has it been
30. It was
40
39.
years?
Oh, I think he's back.
Nope.
Oh, now he's skipping again.
Nope.
It looked good for a second.
He looks better right now.
He looks
the
more
still
clear
picture.
frozen.
Clear frozen.
The
So
last
Baldo,
time he was pixelated frozen.
what do you think the Phillies? Are they going to win it all? Oh, good.
Yeah, perfect.
Heck no.
Heck yes.
Oh, you said heck yes.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard heck yes.
Heck no.
Oh,
Come on,
man.
All right, I think he's back.
Well,
Up, now the audio's skipping. Oh my lord.
we are struggling. Actually, not we.
Just
He.
one of three of us.
One of three. He
My fault.
is struggling.
Whoa, are you assuming his pronouns?
Um, no assumption going on.
There is no assumption.
You said that was the correct assumption?
No, I said there's no assumption going on.
I heard
This is
that was the
crazy.
correct assumption.
What is wrong with this stuff, man? Come on, Stu.
This is look. I'm working and Nick's working. This isn't a stew situation. A stew-tuation. This is a Brian.
This is ridiculous.
A Bryn situation. No, I tried.
Balduation? A balduation.
Baldutation?
Balduation?
Ay.
Yeah, gentlemen, it's been a long time. What have we been up to?
Well,
I think the main thing we've been up to is being fathers, celebrating that day.
Yep. Did you guys do anything fun on Father's Day?
I did. I went to Outback Steakhouse with my wife and my daughter, and made a pig of myself. Yeah, did a great job.
Perfect. Not a big Outback guy.
Aaron looks like he does not prefer Outback.
I apologize. It was not Outback. It was Texas.
Ooh, now we're talking.
It was
Longhorn.
It was Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah,
there we go.
Also good.
Longhorn.
Yes, I was gonna say
love Longhorn.
You're a Longhorn guy, right? That's your preferred.
Yes, Longhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Texas.
Yep. Go Texas.
Yep.
Hook 'em horns. Yeah, I love Longhorn. Had a nice steak and shrimp, so I was loving life.
Man, surf and turf.
Life. Yeah,
I think that's my preferred plate.
Yeah.
Aaron, you don't know what you're missing, dude.
No, I'm okay with Longhorn, and I also like Texas Roadhouse. I'm not when you said Outback, I was like, eh. So Outback food, I've never been impressed by it. I've just not had that.
I didn't think you like seafood though. Either. You
Oh,
don't like
okay.
shrimp.
I can do the steak, but yeah, I wouldn't eat shrimp.
Oh, come on, man. Lord
And
have mercy.
actually, when I go to Texas Roadhouse, I usually order country fried chicken. So
Oh, do you really?
yeah,
You know,
so
my
good.
my so so you call it country fried chicken.
Country fried
Country
chicken.
fried chicken.
Yeah.
So, have you ever had chicken fried steak?
I think I tried it one time and I didn't love it, but it's just potential that it wasn't made right. I feel like when I had it, the breading was like super, super thick on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it should be that way.
You
More
like it,
meat,
Nick?
less breading.
Yeah, I want more meat.
No,
Meat?
I'm not really a big fan. Just give me
No?
a steak. Give me a
Yeah.
steak.
My dad, so we would go when I was growing up living at home, we would go out to eat every Sunday at a place called Sizzler. And it was a steakhouse, and that's what he would get. He would get chicken fried steak and usually a baked potato, and he would cover the entire plate in
Butter.
blue cheese. Nope, blue cheese dressing.
That's rough.
So,
Ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen,
yeah.
that is the number one reason or the number one way that you can ruin your steak. Yep, that's number one. Smother it in blue
Oh,
cheese.
Number one, I don't know about number one. It's still edible at that point. I would eat it if it was like if it was the last thing.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no, no. Oh, that sounds gross.
yeah. Yeah. My dad had quite the eccentric uh, palate,
Ugh.
if you want to call it that. He would.
Absolutely.
So what else he loved to do? So he grew up in the Depression. So that explains a lot
So
of
When
what he
was he
loved.
naturally,
born?
so naturally, you just had to put blue cheese on your steak because that's what people did in the Depression.
That's it.
You can
And
fill up for days.
he would uh,
Or it'd
he
make
would
you so
uh,
sick you
uh,
didn't want to eat.
obviously smother his salad in blue cheese as well. So it was just like everywhere.
Oh
But
gosh, who eats
one of the
salad?
things one of the things that he loved to do, actually two of the things that he loved to do, is he would take a slice of bread and put it on a plate or in a bowl and pour canned condensed milk over it.
Oh, I remember you saying about
Oh,
that.
that was
Oh,
the
why do you people
nastiest.
eat weird
Oh,
stuff?
oh, that was just yeah. I was like,
Mm.
there's no way.
At
So he
least
would do that.
I was gonna say at least the one normal meal that he had. What was it? Every day for breakfast he would go with Burger King.
No, not for breakfast. For lunch.
Lunch.
We go for
Every day
lunch.
for lunch he would go to
Yep,
you go to Burger King for like
yep, yep,
25 years.
yep. They'd walk in. He'd walk in, and
Huh?
he wouldn't even have to order. He wouldn't even have to order. They already had his order when they
Every
knew.
day for 25 years?
Probably pretty close
Oh
because
my gosh.
he was still so he retired at the age of 62.
Okay.
So and then he died at 93. So for like the next 20 years from when he retired, he would go to Burger King every day for lunch. So same Burger King,
So they
same
probably
seat.
knew him by name, knew exactly what
They
he was
did.
ordering.
Oh, they
Wow.
did. Well, he didn't even have to order. They,
Yeah.
you
They
know, they
probably
he would.
seldom coming.
Yep, he would. Well, they didn't even do that. They knew what time he was going to be there, so they just have it ready when he walked through the door.
Ready?
Wow.
So, so the other thing that he would do, that he loved to do, is with the same condensed milk, is pour it over cake. So he would get like a huge chunk of cake and put it in a bowl and drench it in.
To
I
me,
think
that's
that's a little more understandable than
yeah. I was
bread.
gonna say that's not
Well,
as bad as bread.
I'm just like, have you guys ever had condensed milk?
No, it's still gross.
Oh, it's
But it's
nasty.
just not. I don't know. To me, that's more
They somewhat go together.
acceptable. Yeah.
Well, all right. So
Ooh.
speaking of Stu, speaking of,
Yeah, I still don't have them.
oh my gosh, what the
I knew
what
you
the
were,
heck, man? Am I gonna have
dude.
to come over and bring them to you and
Yeah,
feed them to you?
probably because
Oh
yeah.
my word.
Yeah, you
So
should just
when
do
I was
that
coming
now.
home from golf, I was like, oh my gosh, and I didn't have time to stop. I was like, dude, Brian's gonna kill me.
So I mean, I paid up on my debt immediately.
I know
You know,
twice.
yeah, yeah. So
So
I know, I
there's
know, I
interest
know.
accumulating.
that's true. That's
In,
true.
ho interest.
My brother did
Right.
say, because he brought it up last week. He's like, when you guys do it again, he's like, don't think I'm forgetting about that. He's like, I'm not letting you guys forget about that. I was like, I don't think Brian's letting me forget about that either.
No way.
Nope.
Not after what I had to eat, man.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah. So,
Um.
Bah.
So yeah. So we
anyway.
were we were at church on Sunday. We were there with my mom, my stepdad, and then it was my brother and his or no, I'm sorry, his wife was visiting. She was with her dad, but my brother and his son, and then me, Alexa, Ellie, and then uh my stepbrother, like their family. So it was a big group of us. And my mom had mentioned us going out to lunch, all of us together. And I was like, Mom, anywhere we go, we're gonna have a party of 13. Anywhere we go on Father's Day with a party of 13, like we're gonna wait an hour for
Oh,
for a
easy.
table, right? Like
Easy.
they were talking about going to Duke's. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my lord, like 2 hours, right? And we have 3 kids under the age of 3, so it's like entertaining 3 kids for. So we ended up just settling to order pizza for dinner from Jim and Nina's. We all went down to my mom's and just spent the evening, all of us together at her house. They have a trampoline. They put a slip and slide outside. We played some yard games. It was a lot of fun. But when we were leaving church, because we weren't doing lunch now together, we were talking about like, well, it's Father's Day, so Aaron, where do you want to go for lunch? Well, Ellie heard Alexa ask me that question, where we wanted to go for lunch, and Ellie goes, I want Taco Bell. And so,
Ellie said I want Taco Bell.
yeah, yeah.
Well, there's definitely probably wasn't a wait there.
So I was like, well, like Father's Day, right? Like I don't really want Taco Bell. I was like, Ellie, I don't really want Taco Bell. She's like, I want Taco Bell. So for Father's Day, we went to Taco Bell. That's where we went. Yeah, because Ellie can have
¿Qué
whatever she
pasa?
wants because she's great.
¿Qué pasa?
So we stopped at Taco Bell, and then we had a little Taco Bell picnic in the living room while we watched Star Wars because she's a big Star Wars fan.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yep. And so we did that, and then we went to my mom's and just hung out, had a good time down there, and right back into the
Well,
work week then.
that's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
What about you guys, Nikki B? How was Father's Day?
Nick,
What'd you guys do?
your first Father's Day.
First Father's Day.
My first Father's Day was it was rough.
Uh-oh.
Because that was like it'll be memorable at least. Because Ro decided to have his worst night of sleep. I mean, really since he's been born. So
Saturday
I
night
was
into
up.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
So I was up. I was. I think what was Becca doing? She had what was happening? One of one of our friends had just broken up. Or Austin.
Okay.
Austin, you met Austin, right?
Yeah.
He broke up with or got broken up with. I don't know, but they broke up. Um,
On
with
Father's Day?
no, it was like the week before.
Uh,
And so Becca wanted to go, or like Becca brought everybody together, like their friends, his friends, just to I guess cheer him up, and so it was the Saturday night there, and so Ro decided to have his worst night of sleep, and so I think Becca got home at maybe 11 or midnight, and so I was there, and then proceeded to be up, you know, till every hour,
Jeez.
till like
nice.
7 a.m.
Nice.
So it was like we weren't doing nothing that Sunday, just kind of recovering and
I was
getting
gonna
in.
say, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, dude, that she decided to have all of her couple friends come over and cheer up the guy who just broke up with his girlfriend. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy Father's Day from me and my wife and me and my husband.
Here's all our friends. Yeah.
Oh
Hey, good
my,
on Becca.
They've been happily married for 10 years. Been happily married for 15. We've been happily married for 9.
but well, you'll be okay. You'll get over it. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, too
jeez, that's
funny,
funny.
too funny. So,
Jeff.
so do you guys have plans for vacation?
Already done.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Yep. 2 weeks ago now, we went to the Outer
Oh, that's
Banks.
yeah.
So, yep, we did
Is
that.
that
Did some
you
fun
guys?
stuff down there. Had great weather
You guys do that every year?
every year.
Is that what
Yep.
your vacation is?
Yeah, we go
Every
down.
year.
Usually it's end of May. Last week of May. This year we did it first week of June.
Oh,
Um,
way to change it up, Stu. Way to change
yeah.
it up.
Well, so I
Whoa.
don't. I know. So we typically have to do it when we do it because my sister-in-law who works at Virginia Tech, that's like her. She has like a couple week window where she's available, because sports start and whatnot, and then she wouldn't be able to go. But this year we did. My brother-in-law and his fiance got married while we were down there. We had a wedding on the beach on Sunday. We got down there Saturday evening, so wedding on Sunday. Lex and I went parasailing while we were
I
down
saw
there to
that.
celebrate
I
her
saw that.
40th birthday, which
And
is
from
this week.
what I understand is that you're afraid of heights. Is that right?
So, clarification. I mean, I don't love heights. I don't love heights. I'm not afraid of heights. What I am afraid of is the sensation of free falling. Like, knowing that I'm falling and there's nothing that I can do to stop.
Oh, there's
Like,
something you can do. I mean, you'll eventually come to a stop.
yeah, dead. Right. So like
Dead
you won't
stop. That's
you won't
good.
ever catch me jumping out of an airplane. Like you couldn't pay me enough. There ain't no
Come
way.
on, man.
Nope. Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
I
Nope.
will
Nope.
say you can look it up. There was a guy who fell from like almost 5,000 feet and survived.
Yep.
There you
That
go.
Like
good.
like his parachute went out. He fell 5,000 feet, like landed in a bush or something, and
Yeah. Good for him. I'm
he
not.
survived.
Yep. I'll take his word for it. I'll read his story and I'll applaud him for that. But
You just gotta go like Gumby, just let your limbs flail, and then it's kind of like if you're like stiff like a hard noodle, you'll break instantly. But
A
if
hard
you cook
noodle.
the noodle, if you cook the noodle, then you're just you could drop a noodle from 7,000 feet. Wouldn't break.
What's that dance, Nick? What do they call that dance? I don't even know. Lean back and you the wobble
Rock
wobble.
with it. Or
What is
wait.
it?
Oh, the wobble. Yeah, it was something with wobble. That was like that was like almost 15 years ago.
Okay, so hey, I'm up on the times. That's
Yeah.
fine.
uh, uh,
So
so yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, we did the
so
parasailing. The guy who was on the boat, so you had the captain, the guy driving the boat, and then the mate who was like, his job was to get y'all harnessed up and life jacketed and all that kind of stuff. And so we paid for this like picture package, paid an extra $30, and he had like a really nice DSLR, so he's down there like taking pictures of us as we're like getting ready to go and zooming in and taking pictures of us while we're up in the air. And at one point, I looked down and he had these big old pair of scissors, like a prop, and he's like getting ready to, like it looked like he was about to cut the rope, and I'm like, no! But then I saw the other guy was standing there like taking a picture as like a joke, and I was like, oh man, I had a little moment of panic there.
But, I
But
mean, and additionally, that's the best place you could free fall above the
yeah,
ocean.
yeah, that's
incorrect.
true.
So incorrect because we were not over the ocean. We were over the sound, so like the bay in between. Because to get out into the ocean, you have to go like 30 minutes south in the water
Over.
to go like down out into the ocean. So the but the sound is literally 5 feet deep everywhere.
Is that all?
Yep, everywhere. It's
Wow.
5 feet deep. Like
What?
you could see the bottom from
Well,
everywhere we were on the. So I'm like, you know what? I was
so
like,
you'd
if
still
I
be
fell from
you'd,
here, no, yeah,
you'd still be
right.
okay. You'd
You
still be
freaking
okay, Stu.
no. No.
Dude, dude,
You'd break your
you
legs,
would,
you'd break your spine. Yeah,
you
right.
wouldn't hit the bottom, Stu. You wouldn't hit the bottom.
I don't think. Are you taller than me?
I
I don't.
am.
I don't
Yes.
think you're taller than me.
I tell you what, people dive into 18 inches of water. I think you'll be fine in 5 feet.
Yeah, from like 300 feet in the air. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so I did
Dude.
it. I did it for her. We talked about it on the way down. Initially, I was a no, but love makes you do stupid things, and
Well, love also makes you do things that you it makes you not do things that you want to do too. So, because
yeah.
I'm not allowed to parasail. So
You're not?
I'm not. I am
I
not.
am Dave Silball. Quit making fun of my shirt.
Yeah,
He just
but yeah,
one of
it's not a wife beater.
yeah, he just he messaged me privately on Facebook. He said pink muscle shirt question mark. He said you're still awesome. Don't be rude.
You're in touch with your
It's not pink. It's like
self.
it's red. It
Salmon.
looks it
It's
looks
I was
it's
just gonna say it's salmon.
coral. Coral. We'll go with
It's
coral.
yeah. Stick with salmon, Stu. Coral
Salmon.
sounds like no.
It's
Yeah.
coral
Well,
salmon.
did you have fun parasailing?
Yeah, so my only regret with doing it, so there was three different heights that you could choose from. So there was 400, 600, and 800 feet of rope. And at 400 feet of rope, you were 200 feet in the air. 600, you're 300 feet, and 800, you're 400 feet in the air. So we did the lowest one, and that was an Alexa thing. I told her I would do whatever she wanted to do, but she picked that one because it was the cheapest. And so I told
Nice.
her. So when we did it though, there was three couples on the boat. We did the low one, second couple did the middle, and then the third couple did the highest one. And when I was looking back at the third couple, I was like, they are significantly higher than we were. The second
400
couple,
feet
I couldn't
compared to
I couldn't
200?
quite tell.
Yeah.
But as they were like reeling them in, I asked the mate. I was like, hey, are we all doing like the same? He's like, no. He's like, they were at 300. He's like, they're going all the way up. So I was watching. I'm like, they're twice as high as we were. And then when
Wow.
I'm up there, I was
Wow.
like, holy crap, we're really up here. So I told Alexa though, I was like, my only regret, I was like, we should have just went all the way. So I am gonna do it again. I'd be down to do it again. Face the fear one more time because I just want to go all the way up and see what happens.
Yeah.
So he
That's
said
cool.
there used to be like the restrictions used to be a lot looser. They used to be able to like put people up even higher than 400 feet in the air. But he said at one point, I don't know if it was at the Outer Banks or where, but he said somebody was up so high, those planes that come through that pull the banners, the banner hit a parachute,
Oh wow.
and
Wow.
like nobody got hurt or anything, but they said it was like obviously became like a gigantic safety concern where it was like somebody could very easily get hurt, doing that, or like the chute
Well,
could
just
get
don't fly where the planes are
yeah,
flying.
the chute could get
That's
stuck to
common
the.
sense.
Can you imagine though if like the chute got stuck to the like the banner and just started pulling them on, dude.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine seeing the
Oh
plane go by? Just wave at the pilot as he goes by.
yeah, I'd puke my pants.
You'd puke your pants.
I'd puke
Wow.
my pants.
Oh,
Okay. All
Yep.
right.
Hi Grammy. We missed you
What's
too.
up, Grammy? What's up, Grammy?
Sorry, I
Or
just
I
saw
mean,
that.
Grammy?
I mean, speaking of heights, I think one thing that I want to do is when we go back to Switzerland again, I want to go skydiving there.
That'd be
Skydiving in
cool.
Switzerland.
That would be
That'd
cool.
be insane.
Have a
They have
great
this
time.
one spot where no, I think it's it might be what's that? I get them all mixed up. Is it paragliding where you like jump off and then you like
Oh, yeah.
Is it like where you
Well,
wear that suit?
that's
no, that's something
Yeah,
different.
you ain't catching me dead in one of those. No,
You hit a tree, you're
dead.
smushed.
You're dead. Yeah, you're literally dead.
Oh my goodness.
But
Parasailing. No, what did you say, Nick? It's not. It's
paragliding.
yeah. Paragliding. Is it? I'm not sure the
Hang
difference
gliding,
between
is that what you mean?
paragliding
Hang gliding, there it is.
Oh,
hang
hey.
gliding.
Oh, that was perfect timing.
Yeah.
Mama O.
But yeah, hang gliding. So they have like this thing. So it's a park, or like I don't know. I guess it would be considered a park. It's like this large open area, but it's in the middle of of mountains. Like there's
Oh
mountains
wow.
all around, and so like you go up to one of these mountains and you like hang glide and you land in this park in like in the
Oh
middle of
wow.
the.
That
But
sounds cool.
I'll just
That
drive
sounds
to the
really
yeah,
cool.
park. I mean, I don't understand why we got to hang glide to it. You just drive to it. Just hang out at the park.
like we were there and you would see people like coming down, every
That
five
is cool.
minutes.
That is
Yeah.
cool. There's a place like that down in just outside of Chambersburg. Well, I guess not outside of Chambersburg. It's like halfway between Chambersburg and what's the name of that other town over there in the valley?
Shippensburg.
No, it's
Mercersburg.
Mercersburg. It's halfway between Chambersburg and Mercersburg. It's this hang gliding place, and you get up on the platform and you can see for miles, and you're like I don't know how tall it is, like 1,500 feet or something like that. So it is
No!
phenomenal.
No, no,
There's
no, no.
there's actually a geocache there, so but
Up in the clouds?
no,
Somewhere up
it's
there?
no. So
I think I
but
could convince Mary Brinson to let you
ha
go. Let you go skydiving and just tell her like, it's my one wish, and like in my whole life, I want to
All
go skydiving with
all
my
I've
dad.
ever wanted to do is go skydiving with Dad.
That's it. That's
well,
it.
so do you remember Nick when we were where were we at? Were we on the cruise? Michaela and I were gonna go parasailing, or no? Was we at the beach? I forget where we're at, but Michaela and I were gonna go, and Mom poo-pooed the idea, so we didn't
Listen,
go.
I'll talk to Mary because reality, that 200 feet, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was nothing. That's easy
So
stuff.
we had a good time ziplining, and that was just like,
Ooh, yeah. That's
Are you a
another one.
zipliners too?
So again, Alexa, she
Did you
booked
go on the
this.
mission trip?
Yeah, we never did it on. Not.
It would have been
I was.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, I was never on that one.
Ah, okay.
But
Never mind.
actually, funny story because you'll know where this is. So, remember where we used to do Great Escape with Tony Sebastian, Refreshing Mountain Camp. It
Oh
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
Lancaster up on the mountain. So they have the whole like thing set up now. We went up there last summer. Um, they have like zip lines to like 10 different places and a high ropes course, and they got a whole swimming pool up there now. Like it's wild. It looks completely. Some of it looks a lot like the same, but a lot of it also looks very different. So, um, she booked like this thing for her and I to go up there, and we did the high ropes course, which that was okay. We were like tethered in, that was okay. But that zip line, and let me tell you, the initial jump, because you're on this platform and you got to
Yeah,
just
yeah,
jump and trust that
yeah.
everything's going to function the way that it's supposed to function. And whew, that
Nick,
was
you
and the way that they set you up is like they got you on like the thing's on wheels, right? So they put you on this rope and then you like pull it with you as you're walking up onto the platform. So they put me on first and Alexa behind me, which meant I had to go first. And so I'm sitting up there, and I'm like, well, I can't look like a chicken in front of my wife and all these people. There's people there watching me. So I just went up and like I tried to make it look real confident, like, oh yeah, I'm completely comfortable with this, and just jump right off. And when we got down, Alexa was like, you were scared, weren't you? I was like, shut up. I thought I did a really good job, but apparently not.
Oh my. Nick, do you remember ziplining on the cruise?
On the cruise.
Yeah, remember we
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What, like
yeah.
when, when mom. So
Yeah.
we did. So you would really hate
Excuse me.
this one, Stu.
Uh oh.
So it was a zip line course, I guess. Uh, where was it? It was on one of the islands, right?
I think it was St. Martin's.
Yeah. So they had a zip line course. We did it, and one of the one of the last. So like you go from platform to platform, and one of the last platforms, it was a free fall. So you're up, I don't know, maybe like 50, 60 feet,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
and you just jump, and then
To what?
and then so you're still connected, you're still connected to a line, and a person at the bottom has I don't know how exactly they did it, but they like catch you like right as you right as you get to the
Yeah.
bottom.
So you fall like you're 50 feet in the air and you get lowered. They just let you free fall until you get about 10 feet off the ground, and then they slowly
Ah,
let you
yeah,
down the
right.
rest of the way.
Nope,
So, Mare was freaking
nope,
out
nope,
because
nope, nope.
Mare's like afraid of heights.
Yep.
So she's
Mm-mm.
crying, and I mean she's losing it. And so they finally
But they,
said,
so
"Okay, go
yeah, I was
ahead,
gonna say they
go
have
ahead."
the ability to when you or they have the ability to adjust it like the whole way down.
Oh yeah, that's
So
100% what they would have had to do for old AA Ron.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that's what they did for my mom. They just kind of like eased her down, like kind of like a ratchet strap. They just like cranked it a little bit. She fell a little bit. She cranked it a little bit. She fell a little bit. She's
So
crying the
so
whole way down, and then at the bottom she got done, and then
Laid
she just
down, kissed the
immediately ran
ground.
immediately ran into my arms, just sobbing.
I get down, Stu. I get down, and I think she actually went to one of the workers first, didn't she, Nick? And hugged him. This big,
Oh,
tall
maybe,
black
yeah.
guy. This tall black guy, and I'm like, dude, what's up with that? But it was crazy, but it was fun. Had a
Mm.
good time.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of fun. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
So, Stu, so is there anything? So let's say that if you had to, what if you had to skydive to save your wife's life?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I
Okay.
yeah,
don't think there's
So,
anything to
yeah,
do.
yeah. I would, I
so
would, I would. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to save Alexa's life or Ellie's life. But if we're just saying like, oh hey, it would be really fun to get into an airplane that's fully functioning and has the capability to fly and land, but in the middle of the air, we're gonna open up the door and just jump out for fun. No, sorry. That to
so
me,
okay. So there's
that
no
makes no
amount of money.
sense.
There's no what about money? So would you do it for
Yeah,
like a million for
Yeah,
you know
I mean, yeah, yeah, I would, but again, that's like life changing. That's like a life changing amount of money.
what's
But
the least amount you would do it for?
Would you do it for $100?
no, nope, nope, nope. Confidently, no,
$100.
How about $1,000?
nope, nope.
Well, so
10,
what's the least you do?
10 grand. That's quite a bit of cheddar.
I don't know if I would do it for 10 grand. I really don't.
Are you
I mean,
serious, man? Wow.
sharp cheddar.
I don't know. I mean, it would be different if like the money was like if I was like holding it, if it was in my hand. I would say
Yeah.
right here, making the decision right now, I wouldn't do it for less than 50,000.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. A year's salary.
50.
Yep. I
Wow.
wouldn't do it for less than 50.
Wow. How about you, Nick?
But even that's not
Nah,
a guarantee. Nick would do
I,
it
I
for
want to
free.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Nick's like,
Yeah,
I'll go do it right
I'm
now
the
if you
same
pay
way.
for it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I,
Well,
I, man, it's kind of appealing to me to go enough to go however many times to be able to go by yourself.
oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, you
That
guys
would
are
be
sick.
like,
So,
because it's like one thing, you're going with someone else. It's like, oh, that's cool.
yeah.
But I feel like it'd be, man, that'd be like the freedom. You're just hanging there. I don't know how many minutes. How many minutes are you falling?
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on how high you are. One
Do you
way or
ever
the
see?
other.
Do you ever see the video of the guy who jumped from space?
Yeah, the Red Bull thing.
Yeah, the Red Bull thing. Oh my
Yeah,
lord. Yeah. Imagine. Yeah,
he had a
bro.
spacesuit on.
You're
Did you
falling
ever
for
see
like
that, Dad?
you're falling for like
No.
20 minutes.
Yeah, he actually
How in
had
the
to have a spacesuit on and go up to, I don't know, orbit or right
so
below orbit.
so how in the world? So I guess he was still within the realm of
Yeah, he didn't catch on fire.
yeah. And what about gravity? Had to be
So
had
here
to
you
be
go.
in gravity too.
Felix Baumgartner made a 24-mile jump
Oh my.
from the
24 miles.
from the
Wow.
stratosphere in a
You might
dramatic,
as well.
daring feat that may also have marked the world's first supersonic. He went supersonic skydive. He came down in eastern New
Well,
Mexico.
we
Oh,
lost Baldo
we're
again.
losing Baldo again. Are you serious?
Come on,
Um,
man.
On, man.
Baumgartner came down in the eastern New Mexico desert minutes after jumping from his capsule 128,000 feet or 24 miles above Earth. This act is known as space diving.
As if it's a common thing.
This was October 14th. Oh wow, this is 2012. This is a little while ago, but the jump lasted approximately 8 minutes and 8 seconds.
Man,
So
I
he
would have
fell
thought I would
he
think
fell bro, he fell 24 miles in 8 minutes. Oh my god. He
supersonic.
is cruising. Oh my gosh.
So,
Brian, you sound
Yeah,
like
I
a robot.
didn't catch that. Catch that. Oh man, 24 miles in 8 minutes.
There's a whole
How many
video
miles
of
per
it. Ooh, it doesn't say. That'd be good to know.
24 miles in 8 minutes. 8 into 60
Bro,
is
stop.
that's like 160 miles an hour.
Oh, it's way faster than that. Reaching 1,357 kilometers an hour, or 843.6 miles per hour.
Wait, okay, I was thinking it was like just like even like he was the same speed the whole way, but he had to like just
Just
like
kept
sped
picking up speed. It says
to 800 miles an hour.
it says Baumgartner broke the sound barrier on his descent, becoming the first human to do so without any form of engine power. He also
wow.
broke two other world records with a final altitude of 38,969 meters or 127,000 feet, 24 miles. And he also broke the unofficial record for the highest manned balloon flight of the same height.
That's crazy. That is
I
crazy.
feel I feel like you just like
How do you even
just
like?
get
I feel like I would just black out.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would feel like you just black out at some point.
So can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So how big of a guy is he, Stu?
How big of a guy
Does
is
it
he?
say? Yeah. I
Um,
just wonder. So if he's Nick's size or your size, compared to my size, I'd fall a whole lot faster than you guys would. I'd
they
be traveling like supersonic.
they call him Fearless Felix,
Wow.
obviously.
Fearless Felix.
Wow.
It doesn't say how tall he is.
That's
Well,
crazy.
what weighs more, 1,000 pounds of feathers or 1,000 pounds of bricks? You know?
Dude, it's all the same, man. Come on.
Nick,
I don't
come
know.
on, it's a
I don't know.
thousand pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Brian, there's a whole video of his jump. It's on YouTube.
I'll,
You can watch it.
I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I'll have to look it up after I get off because I can't have too many things on my Wi-Fi, evidently.
Yeah, you
Nope.
So,
can't be eating up that bandwidth.
yeah, something
Bro,
banned
you
with.
couldn't pay me. So Alyssa said in the chat, my dad went hang gliding a mile high at OBX. So multiply that
Wow.
by 24.
And he wasn't falling.
Bro,
Sounds
the fact that
exhilarating.
he
So,
broke the sound barrier just free falling freaks me out so much.
so he had to have a parachute on the outside of his
Yep,
Yeah.
suit,
spacesuit.
I would assume.
Yep.
So how in the world does that stuff? I mean, when do you start burning up on re-entry? I mean, at what point do you start burning up?
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys,
Cause
you guys
I mean,
know?
I don't know. He
Obviously
must not
not
have been
24
all the way
miles.
up. Maybe that wasn't a factor. I don't know. It said he was in
What?
the stratosphere.
I mean, and think about it. I mean, can you imagine the jerk when your parachute finally
Bro, from
catches.
800 miles per hour to like a dead stop? Are you kidding me? I didn't even think about that till right now. My lord.
Hilarious.
Oh,
That is hilarious.
Like, how do you still have
oh,
limbs?
yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean,
Wow.
it would probably pull your torso clean off.
I'm gonna try to like fast forward through this video here and see.
Oh my
And how do
word,
you
that's
even
too
know
funny.
like where you're falling to? Like
Oh, you
you're up
don't.
there in
There's
space
no.
and you're looking down like you could land in New Mexico or could you land in Texas? I don't know.
Maybe the ocean.
Or the
You know.
ocean.
Of course, you don't want to. What you don't want to. You don't want to land in the Sound because there's not enough water there to land in the
That's right.
Sound.
Only 5 feet of water, you're cooked.
That's right. That's right. You're cooked.
Oh my goodness, too funny.
Yeah,
So,
wild
so Nick,
stuff.
so Stu, since you're not a daredevil, I would say.
No.
Do you would you agree with that?
Yeah,
What's
100%.
this? What's the scariest thing you've ever done without being coerced?
Um, nothing. Probably nothing.
What about driving fast? You driven fast?
Oh yeah, see
Like
yeah that
how's
we're losing Brian again. I don't know what he said.
oh,
We got a
geez.
victim on the run.
Stewie's driving fast again. Brian, did you ask what was the fastest I've ever driven?
Yes. Yes.
Mom,
Yes.
Mom, are you here?
Yes.
Mom,
Mom, are
Mama.
you here? Hopefully not. Grammy, are you here? If so, just turn your volume down for a second.
Don't tell mom.
122.
Woo.
122.
Yep,
All right. And were you driving?
I was.
Okay. All right. And
Yep,
what kind of car were you driving?
my Camaro.
Okay.
Yep, on the
All right.
Excellent.
Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Oh, the dirt bike.
Yep.
Oh my!
You
Isn't
know,
that a
like
great place to go fast?
well, it is, but there's also a lot of police officers on the
Oh
turnpike.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
the stretch between Carlisle and like Blue Mountain,
Yeah.
it's just hills, but
Yeah.
it's dead straight.
Yeah. It's 3 lanes. The 3 lane part.
Yep. So I was like,
That's the only bad part is at the end of that 3 lane, there's actually a state patrol barracks. But
yeah,
you know,
but
then
you got a
when
lot
you're
of
doing 100,
miles. Yep, you
when you're
got a
doing 122, they're not gonna follow you.
yep. So,
So,
You
so
got
what
me
do you
by
think?
two, Stu.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
Got me by two. I did it in the Del Sol.
The
oh
Del
my!
Sol. Jeez, that poor car. No wonder it stopped
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, do you think that that's the scariest thing that you've ever done, Nick? The most dangerous thing?
I'd have to think on that. I don't know what the most dangerous thing. Nothing comes to the top of my mind. But I guess yeah. What about you?
Yeah. Probably about the same. I think the fastest I've ever gone is like 120. So Stu's got me by two. So you're the leader of the pack, Stu. There you go.
Well,
Well,
if Kyle's here, you guys can feel free to ask him about the fastest he's ever driven, because he's got me beat.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kyle drives like an idiot. Says the guy who went 122. I'm not an idiot. He's more of an idiot. No.
So so it's interesting when you start talking about this kind of stuff because some guys, I mean, so the one of the stupidest things I ever did was I had a buddy. He was probably 2 or 3 years older than me, and he had a motorcycle that was like an enduro. You guys know what an enduro is? You can ride it in dirt or a street.
Oh, okay.
So it's got no back pegs on it, so the passenger has no place to put their feet, so you're just kind of flinging wherever. So
Hanging out.
yeah, he decided he wanted to go home, so I hopped on the back with him, He's driving, and we're doing 90 miles an hour. No helmets, no goggles, no nothing. So 90 miles an hour, and then it starts to rain. So
Ooh, that doesn't feel good.
it was dumb. That
Mm.
was dumb. So, but when you're young and dumb, what do you
Yeah.
do?
Yep.
Dumb things.
Yeah.
So,
I was trying to think if there was anything else.
I
Maybe.
think with with my friend, I was 14. I rode a bicycle after curfew. That was pretty dangerous.
oh yeah, well,
Got
you're
by the
young.
cops.
So, Stu, we're sleeping, man. And him and his buddy go out riding bike. I get a call at like 2 in the morning. Yes, is this Mr. Brinson? I'm like, yeah. He says, do you know where your son's at? I'm like, well,
I thought he was
since,
in bed.
since you're calling, I'm assuming he's not here at home. So, yeah, but they ended up bringing him back, letting them ride their bikes back, and followed them all the way to our driveway. So
And
it was
Dad
nice.
was ticked.
No, I wasn't. I was like, yeah, what's the big deal? They were out. They had to ride a Giant, or I think it was Giant, to get
Yeah, get
snacks.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So,
Yeah, it was funny
so there
when
you go.
we did my niece's graduation party on last Saturday, and we played games like who knew her the best, and one of the questions was like, has she ever snuck out of the house? So I just assumed yes, right? Because in my book, like, everybody probably has at one point. And so my mom then asked me, she's like, Aaron, you never snuck out of the house, did you? And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, yeah. I was like, all the time. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, it was so easy where we lived in Dover. My room was in the
Yeah.
basement, and
Yeah.
we didn't have to come up into the house. Like there was like a back
Oh
porch,
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
basement came up to like the back porch, and it was just a
Had
screen
it on
door.
your own entrance.
I was like, all you had to do was like push it open real slow. I was like, could be in and out, no problem. She's like, how
That's
many
funny.
times did you do it?
No
I was like,
problem.
you don't want to know. Yep.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was pretty scary though, because I knew if my mom found out, she probably wouldn't be all too happy. But
So so have you guys ever? And I'm asking this specific reason because I know Nick has. Have you ever been in a situation that was dangerous, not of your choosing?
oh yeah, yeah, because my
Yeah.
brother drives like an idiot. I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah.
Well,
Were you at my 16th birthday party? I don't know if you were.
Yeah, I don't know.
you'd remember if you were, Stu.
Yeah, then probably not, because doesn't sound like
It
it.
might, you might have heard about it actually, because there was a guy. You know Wesley Park, right?
Right down the street from my house.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was in like the apartments right next to there. There was an argument going on, and a guy pulled a gun on another guy, and then I don't know which guy, but one of the guys got in his car and like or so the one guy took off like across the park, and then the other guy got in his car and drove across the park.
While you guys were all at
And
the park.
Yeah,
so
we were at the park celebrating my 16th birthday because
this,
we were having it at my parents' place, and so we went down there, and then they
there was like 15 kids, Stu. They're all like 16 and under. Like
Jeez.
Jacqueline Sayers was here, and that's how we actually found out about it because she comes running in the door crying that some guy had a gun down at the park. So I'm
Oh
like, oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh, that's great. Her parents are sitting here, and everybody. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the last thing I
Were there
need.
shots or anything like that, or just?
No,
I don't
they were
think so.
just no, they were
Wow.
just so the guy he came the guy came the first guy came through and these guys are all in the basketball court. And when the car come through, they just dropped their bikes and skateboards and balls and just scattered.
Scattered.
Yeah. So and then they were chasing him through our neighborhood, the guy in the car. So it was pretty crazy. But anyway,
Wow.
yeah, so that's yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I did not. I was not there for that, and I never actually heard that story before. That's weird.
Oh, really?
No,
That's
Wow.
pretty crazy.
Wow.
the
That is crazy.
yeah, yeah,
I would have thought you had.
So I was with my brother. Well, actually, you both might know where this is. We were on Route 30 down in York. Have you guys been to the Galleria Mall, the York Galleria
Yes.
Mall?
Hmm.
Remember, I dated someone in York, so I
Yeah, that's what I
know it
say. I
very
think
well.
you both would probably know. So we were leaving the Galleria Mall, heading west towards like Dover, right? Towards like 74, towards, you know.
83.
And I think we were in my brother's Mustang. And for some reason, he just like stepped on it in the fast lane. And we're going over 100 miles per hour, 110, 120, something like that. Flying in the fast lane, and I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, I was like, slow down. It's nighttime, but it's Route 30. People are unpredictable. People drive, terrible. And at the one part, so there's a an F-150 in the slow lane, and as we're coming up on this F-150, there's an 18 wheeler coming up, like the entrance ramp to merge onto the highway. So naturally, this F-150 decides to move over to let the 18 wheeler merge onto the highway. Well, the F-150 probably looked in his rearview mirror or looked in his mirror and saw a car like way back and thought he had all the time in the world, not knowing that my brother's driving 120 miles per hour. Well, he moves over and Kyle doesn't even hit the brakes right away until like the last possible second. And I honestly, I thought we were gonna like eat the back of this pickup truck. I thought we were gonna die. I thought we were dead. And then I was like super ticked off. I was like, I'm not riding with you anywhere ever again. Because there was that situation, and then there was another one where we were driving from our house in Dover to my grandma's house, and we got in like an argument or something, and I said something that ticked him off, and he hit the brakes like really hard and lost control of the car, and he went. It was winter time, and he went into the grass, and we were like a couple feet away from going into the Conewago Creek.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
and he had to call my mom. My stepdad came and like hooked the car up with chains and like pulled it out of the grass because it's like the tires were spinning and it was a whole mess. I was like, dude, I'm done riding with you anywhere. Like I'm done.
Oh,
Oh
my
man, sounds like a good
Too
time.
funny.
Yeah,
Too fun.
he's a disaster waiting to happen on the roads. But he reminds me
Oh,
often.
my.
He's been in no car accidents and I've been in one. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he must be that
Yeah.
means he's a better driver than me.
Yeah.
So. Oh,
Well,
you know
it
what?
happens.
That was scary. That was scary. But I guess
Yeah.
technically that was
Yeah.
in my control. But that was a
Well,
scary time.
not really. Yeah. Yeah. When I was working for hers potato chips, I don't know if I told this story already on here or not. Stop me if I have. But I was in Hanover actually, and came to a stop sign and had to go right, and so our stop light. So I went right, and about a block in, there's another intersection, and I just turned the corner, so I'm doing like, what, 6, 7 miles an hour, and I see this Suburban coming down the intersection, and I'm like, gonna stop. She ain't stopping. So I'm like, if she hits me at the speed I'm going now, she's gonna T-bone me, and that'll be really bad. So I floor it, and so the chip truck sped up like miles an hour, and
To
she
9.
caught me behind the. Yeah, yeah, caught me behind the back wheel. She blew the stop sign at the intersection. I had no stop sign. She blew the stop sign and hit me behind the back wheels and flipped my chip truck on the side.
Ooh.
So I'm Michaela told me that I skidded like 35 miles, but it wasn't quite that far. But she was only like 6 at the time. But anyway, so it was kind of crazy, because I'm like, okay, what just happened? Because I'm trying to turn into it, thinking,
Yeah.
well, if I turn into it, I might right back up, but didn't happen. So I ended up on my side. So
That was
that was kind of
scary.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
when I hit the
So
top of that
I'd
wall when
say
I had my
so.
accident, and then my momentum just flipped me over. It's like I have no idea what's happening right now, and I don't know how this is gonna end. But there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's just
no, no,
whatever happens,
yeah,
happens.
yeah, it's
And
right.
honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember any. I remember initially hitting the wall and thinking like, "Oh crap!" And then the next thing I remember, I was like laying on the ground, and a guy was standing over top of me, telling me not to move. I like blacked out. I
Wow,
don't remember any of it.
wow, that's crazy.
Wild
Did,
times.
did you have your seatbelt on, Aaron?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have mine on.
The only thing I had, the only injury I had was a brush burn from the
Yeah,
seatbelt here on my neck. No bruises,
yeah,
no nothing.
yeah, yeah,
God is
God,
good.
crazy. Yes, he is.
yeah. Nick, you haven't been in any car accidents or anything like that, have you?
No, I had a couple brush ups, like had a one with a deer.
With a
I
deer?
yeah, yeah. I don't know if I ever.
I don't know if I ever told you about this, Dad.
Yeah,
It was
no,
with your truck.
um, it was in the Del Sol, and I was going to Becca's. It was like when we first started seeing each other, and so she was out in Shermansdale, and I can't remember. It was like it was off Wurtsville Road, and you take that right, and you get to the light with the Turkey Hill, and then you take a
Yeah,
left to go
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and there's like it's just like dips and then comes back up, and like I was gaining speed down that little hill, and I don't even know. I didn't even see it, or I didn't even know if it was like already laying in the road or what happened. But all of a sudden, I'm like, it's like I ramped it. So like I like caught a little bit of air and like spun around and like I was like all
Are
out of
you
like
serious?
sorts.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
and I well
wow.
and so I ramped it and then like spun around like to the other side of the road and then off to the off to the side of the road. And so and then like I stop and like I'm just like sitting there and the car's still running, it's in neutral. Like I have like it was stick at that point, so it was like in neutral and it was like what
I
just happened?
I guess I'll just proceed
Yeah.
back to my
So then
regularly
I
scheduled drive.
proceeded to Becca's and went on my way, and then I think I looked the next day. Um, I di- actually I now like thinking about it, I didn't even get out and like look to see if there was a deer or anything. I just kept going.
So as far as
I
you
just
know, it
kept
could have
going.
been a guy. It could have been like
Well,
it could have been like a guy my size.
it could have been, other than the fact that I looked the next day, like when it was dark out, and so the next day I came out and like looked at my front end, and there was like it was like the bumper was like obviously damaged. It wasn't like crazy damage, but it was damaged, and like in the I don't know if it's fiberglass or whatever, like in the little cracks there was all these deer hairs.
Are you sure they were deer hairs? You sure they
Or
weren't human hairs?
Yeah, it could have
maybe they
been
were beard hairs.
could have been
They
beard
might
hair.
have been.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So interesting. Very, very
I wonder
interesting.
whose deer was bigger, Nick, yours or mine, because I killed a 12-point buck in my car, and I ticked
Are you
off
seriously?
everybody in Dover. Yeah, yeah. I was driving home from my grandma's, and it was 3 days before hunting season started, and I was driving up Harmony Grove Road, going up a hill, and I saw him last second. So you got the road, and then the grass is like a hill, and this freaking big old deer, dude, from the hill just leapt down on like there's nothing I could do to stop. He landed right in front of me, and I plowed him. Um, and there was a car
Well,
behind me. So my car, I had a 2012 Ford Fusion, and it like defaulted, the airbags deployed, so it defaulted to, by the way, talking to Alexa on the phone at the time. And so all she heard was like a loud like boom or whatever, and then it went like dead because my car like defaulted to 911. So they called the cops right away.
Wow.
But then the guy behind me, he came out and he had a pistol. The deer was still alive, but like I completely broke like the back two legs.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like crawling. So he went over and ended that. Um, and then I was like, well, what do I like? What am what do I do? So like cops came out. So my stepdad, I called my mom. My stepdad came down and he had a trailer because I wanted the deer.
Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Obviously.
Well, so he shows up with a trailer, and right around the same time that he shows up, somebody from the game commission shows up too. And I'm wondering,
Uh,
I'm like, how in the freaking heck did
Dang.
he know that this happened? The guy behind me called him.
oh, really?
So the guy was like, I mean, I didn't really care about the deer. I wanted the rack. Once I saw how big it was, I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, guys like hunt their whole lives for a deer this big. Like, I was like, I'll mount that bad boy on the wall and make up some crazy hunting story or something. So the game commission came out and he's like, look, you take the deer. He's like, but you have, I think I had like 5 days to surrender the rack. And if I wanted to keep it, it was $20 a point. So 200.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they were gonna charge me
20
240
bucks
bucks.
a point?
Yep, and he said they do that because I guess in hick places like Dover, you'd have people with jeeps or trucks and put big old like brush guards on the front of their vehicles, and they would just run deer down.
Oh my word.
So I was like, well, I have a Ford Fusion without a brush guard, so I don't really think that I'm
Wow.
in the business of running deer down. But yeah, that was wild. That was a big freaking deer.
I
That was a
bet.
big
Oh,
deer. And
man.
then so it's funny. So my grandparents, they still live in Dover, and they go out to eat every night. And apparently, I was like, they didn't know that it was me. They just knew somebody killed the deer that everybody was seeing on their trail cams. And they're like, "Oh, did you hear? Like somebody ran down that 12 point last night, And Grammy and Pappy are just sitting there like,
That's funny.
yep.
That is funny. Wow.
So
So,
big
so
deer.
obviously you didn't get the deer, nor the deer meat, nor none
No,
of it.
so we did take the deer because we were able to harvest like the front half of it for meat. Like the back half of it was all bloodied up and gross. So we got some deer meat, we got some jerky, we got some bologna, stuff like that from it.
Nice. Nice.
But I just surrendered the rack to him because
So,
I was
did you
like,
at least take pictures before you surrendered it?
oh yeah, I got a picture. So I got a picture of me. My car's still like in pieces on the road, but I was like holding the rack. Like the pictures that hunters take when they're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You
Actually,
can't see the car though, right?
no.
Oh,
Yeah. Good. That's a great picture then, dude. That's
Yeah.
a great picture,
Yeah,
man.
it looks really good if the back half of the deer wasn't completely blown to bits.
Hey, it doesn't matter where you shoot it as long as you shoot it.
I guess. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture real quick.
what'd you shoot it with? 2012 Ford Fusion.
Yeah, that's it. So when I've told this story, I'm like, oh yeah, I killed a 12 point, down in there. Oh, like what'd you kill it with? I think it was a 2012 Ford Fusion. They're like, huh?
Oh my goodness, that's too funny.
Like, yep.
That is too funny.
It's much harder to do it with the Ford Fusion than it is a gun. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I did
Yeah.
it.
Wow. So,
You
so
did
I, I can't believe that you hit it hard enough that the airbags deployed, dude.
Bro,
That's
so
crazy.
speed limit was 55, so I was going at least 65.
Yeah, I know, but
And
you would think that wouldn't be enough to. How much damage did it do to your car?
Oh, it totaled it. Yeah, I'll find a
Oh,
picture of
really?
that too. Yep.
Well, is that only because of the airbags, or was there no
Oh,
body
no,
damage?
no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
So that's why my brother says that he's a better driver than me because I've totaled 2 cars.
Where is your brother tonight, anyway?
I don't know.
How come
He
he's not
he
on here?
he called me at like 8:45 and was like, "Call me, please." So I don't know what that was about, but
What's up
I'm
with
gonna have
that?
to call him back here in a second. But we're
Dude, I,
potting, so
I can't believe that you're not going to be there tomorrow, dude. That's just
it's not my
crazy.
fault. But
Come
I'm gonna
on.
drop everything
Come
off to you.
on. Oh my word.
I'll give you
Nick,
the.
come play, man. Come play, Nick.
Yeah, make the drive.
Be there.
I need you.
You don't need him. You'll be
I need
just
you.
fine.
I will be there.
Right? That's what I'm talking
I
about.
heard it. He said it.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
my word is my bond.
I need a good shortstop.
Yeah.
All right,
I can't.
so
I
here we.
think I haven't played in like. I mean, it's really been. Might have been 10 years.
Well, the last time you played was with Yellow, right? The Yellow team that we were on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was with, what was his name? Bob,
Bloost.
yes.
Bobby
Yes.
Bloost.
Yeah.
Bobby Bloost.
So
Yeah.
when I posted the, I'm sorry, when I posted the picture of the deer that night, I said, started my hunting career last night on Harmony Grove Road in Dover. Weapon of choice was a 2012 Ford Fusion. There's a good chance my car's totaled. Thankfully, no serious injuries. And then I put to me in parentheses. Just a little sore, but I'm getting a lot of meat. So here, let me share. Let me do the old screen share here. So there's the deer. You can't see all the points in the picture, but big old rack on him.
That's funny.
Big ol' rack.
And then here is Aaron's car. The entire front end was just blown up.
That's crazy, dude. That is crazy.
Wow.
Yep, there's pieces
Totally
of my
worth
bumper.
it.
There's the airbags that went off. Steering wheel,
What year was that, Aaron?
12. Oh, what year did it happen?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I can just see when the car or when that picture was posted. I would guess it was 2016. Yeah, 2016. It was a couple days right before Thanksgiving too. So, oh,
Wow.
here's the after picture of the deer. Hold on. Part of it. There he is.
That's crazy, man.
You see that picture?
That is crazy.
That's me frying him up in a frying pan.
That's right.
Said, thanks,
Right.
Bambi. Sorry about your dad.
Delicious.
Yep.
Sucks to be you.
And there's my mom's fat cat, Chloe. Chloe the
Too
sandbag.
funny.
She's passed away now.
Ah.
Sandbagger.
Sandbagger.
Yep, Ripperoonie.
Just like Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers or any of the other ones.
Aaron Rodgers,
Oh.
that old sandbagger.
Dude, look at this. Sorry, I have to show this. Nick, look at this picture that was like 2 pictures away from those. You see that? You got,
Wait for it.
I don't know, is it up yet?
No, not yet.
Wait for it.
Oh, there it
Man,
is.
that is quite the delay. Ace Stu,
Yeah, it is quite the delay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Troy
there it is.
Sinclair, Ryan Ritchie,
Yep.
and Nikki B.
I
Look at
remember
that. That's
picture.
at Refreshing Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Whose
Yep.
hand is on Nick's thigh?
I'd like to say mine, but I'm too far. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Probably like Jake Ziegler or somebody who really wanted to be in the picture, but
know. It looks like a female hand though. So
whoa,
go
Nick,
with that.
whoa.
Oh,
You should have told him no.
whoa.
Anywho, yeah, good times.
Too funny. Too funny. Oh my.
All right, well, gentlemen, it's about
Well.
Ellie's bedtime. Oh, Grammy said all the hunters in Debtor's Mill were mad at him. Yes, they were.
Way to go. Way to go.
I ruined everybody's lives.
Yeah.
Were mad.
Hunting season was all for naught that year.
Yep. Dude, it is so funny. everybody just watching this deer on their trail cams, and they're like just counting down the days, and then nope, got him.
Done.
Sorry about your misfortune.
Early
Sucks to be
access snitches.
You guys, you can hunt all year round if you do it in your car.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't put any restrictions on that.
That might get kind of expensive, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Unless you have a brush guard on it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's my commitment. Next week, I am eating ho-hos wrapped in American cheese. You understand?
Okay.
Next
All
week.
right.
It's happening.
You understand?
I'm committed. It's happening.
All right. All right.
You better go out and get them tomorrow then.
No,
Don't
I'm
make
gonna.
me come over there and
Or don't make me
feed them
come up.
to you.
Give the people what they want. Do you guys want to see that? I don't really want to see that. But
Yeah.
alrighty. Well, everybody wish Brian good luck at softball tomorrow.
Good luck.
We'll be going out to eat for my wife's birthday. Her birthday is Saturday. She's a big 4-0, guys. Up, we're losing Baldo. Are you kidding me? I can just hear him saying it.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Again? Can't hear you.
Well,
They're cutting in and out.
I guess that's that.
Yep.
That's that.
Two antennas went to a wedding. The service was bad, but the reception was great. Are you kidding me? I heard that.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna give Baldo 30 seconds to figure it out, and if he doesn't, we're just gonna have to sign off.
Her birthday's Saturday, and you're going out Friday.
Wait, hold on, you're clearing up. What was that?
Out Friday.
Say again.
Her birthday is Saturday, and you're going out Friday.
Yes, because that
Yeah.
was her
Dude,
choice.
that
That was her choice.
Come on, dude. Come on.
That was her choice.
Come on.
That was her
Why was
choice.
it her choice?
That's a
Because
great
she had
question.
a golf tournament on
No, because
Saturday?
when we planned it, I didn't even. Nope, it wasn't even scheduled. Wasn't even
Oh
scheduled.
my word! What is
Wasn't
up with that woman?
Talk to her. She's great, dude. She's great. She is the best of the best.
Oh my god! Oh my
The
goodness!
word no is not in her vocabulary. It's
No,
great.
good for you, but
It's great.
no.
She
Yep.
never. Hey, babe, can I golf? I don't care. Sure. Hey, babe, can I go to the driving range? Didn't you just go last night? Yeah, I did. Yeah, go right ahead. I don't care. Okay.
Hey babe, never mind. We won't go
Hey, babe. Uh-huh. Yes.
Wide-eyed.
We all know
Wow.
what that means.
She's not here to defend herself either, so.
I said the word no is not in her vocabulary, but she does not tonight. That's not the same. Or I'm tired. Or my head hurts.
Class. All the classic
Right.
ones, man. All the classic ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just gave birth.
Are you serious?
I just pushed my daughter out 20 minutes ago. Yes. Yep. Time to sign off.
Say no.
My head hurts.
Oh my god.
She said so does mine. So I guess not tonight. All right. All right. Well,
Oh my. Too
signing
funny.
off.
All right.
Grammy, Alyssa, thank you guys for jumping in the chat.
Yes.
Dave Silball, if you're still here, you messaged me. I don't know if you're still on here or not, but anybody who was here, thank you guys very much for hanging out. We appreciate you a ton.
We missed them.
Next week we're coming back,
I missed
and Stu's gonna eat some ho-hos wrapped in American cheese. Sounds disgusting.
you. Yes.
Not looking forward to
Yes.
it.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
So
You're gonna love it.
Scotty Scheffler is
Can be
one back from the
Real
lead
good.
in the Travelers this
Dude,
weekend.
He'll probably win.
Since the last time he won. He hasn't won since I ate the what was it, mayonnaise or jam, whatever it was. 'Cause he got he got arrested and then he hasn't won since, right?
No. No?
So is he still ranked number one in the world?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Not even close. Trying to see his wins thus far. He's got like 2,000 point win, or 2,000 point lead in. Uh, or wait, no, he won the Memorial. So after the Masters, he won the RBC. Which one did he get arrested in?
I thought it wasn't the Masters that he got arrested in.
No, I think it was the PGA. Yeah, it was the
You're
PGA.
right.
So the
Like,
PGA
the
Championship, he finished
championship.
8th. Then the Charles Schwab, he finished 2nd, and then he just won the Memorial.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yep, and then he
I
finished
didn't hear that.
41st in the U.S. Open.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
And
Anyway,
he's still number one.
still number one, and he will be. Made the Olympic team this year. U.S. Olympic team is
Number
looking stacked.
number one on the field and number one in our hearts.
Well,
That's
in
right.
in mine and Jared's heart, you
No,
have bad
I
taste. Shut
no,
up,
I
Kyle.
do not.
Shut up, Kyle.
Not. Thank you.
Shut up, Kyle.
I
Kyle,
think I think
you're
Scheffler needs to go on the live tour.
okay. All right. Well, on
Make
that
some
note,
money.
we're getting out of here. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you next Thursday. Eating a ho-hos and American cheese.
Woohoo!
Later.